If we were really serious about the work, and we've had that level of displacement to take place, and the father has done the work to get back into the life of the child and stuff, what would it be to create a space for mom and dad, for them to come together, to create an opportunity for them to learn how to communicate with each other, how to talk to each other. And communication is huge, okay, because I mean, it's said that less than 13% of what a person says is ever heard anyway. I'm too busy focused on your body language, your expressions, your tone, all those kinds of things are where the other 87% is. However, how do we bring couples together and say, okay, if we're going to be as healthy as we can be about the children in our life, what do we need to do? Because what a child needs more than anything in the world is the team. And the team is mom and dad. You know, mom can love the child, dad can love the child, but where's the team loving the child? Where does the child get to see that? Well, if they're separated, how does that happen? It can still happen because there are going to be moments in that child's life when mom and dad are going to be together. How is dad showing up? When he comes to pick up the child, how is he respecting mom? How does he talk to mom? How does he show up with mom? When mom comes to dad with the child, how does it happen? Because the child is taking all of that in. So we need to begin to think about organizations teaching and educating, again, couples about communication and figuring out how do we create a space for them to learn that. So perhaps we might think about some orientation process or creating a paradigm where, okay, when he's ready and she's ready, how do we bring them together to make it happen? Sometimes there's a need for us as men to take responsibility for something we've done in a relationship. Okay? It's not about walking away from that. It's not about saying, well, that happened a long time ago. It's about how do I take responsibility? How do I become accountable for what I've done? How do I name what I did and the hurt and pain and fear and anxiety and confusion and all the stuff I caused from what I did? How do I stand up for that and recognize that what I did was wrong? And for that, I'm deeply saddened. And I've worked hard to not do that again. How do we create safety for the other person? Because some of it may be that I don't want to be around that person because it's never safe. So there's a history there that also needs to be addressed. So when we talk about restoration, restorative, there's work to be done around that. It's not about just forgive me. What's the work I'm doing to create forgiveness, to restore honor, to restore trust? And that comes with work. The value of me being in the child's life, the value of me showing up, being present, modeling fatherhood. What does that mean? And how do we take it out of the concept of the dollar? I mean, finances are important. I don't want to minimize that. But if I'm working in the community and I'm making X amount of dollars, I've got to live, I got to survive, I need transportation, I got to get to work and all those kinds of things. And at the same time, I need to be responsible as a father. How does that get spread out? You know, who says that, how is it defined about how much goes where when we have to look at the whole picture? And I think sometimes that we need to really revisit that paradigm and think about what are we asking of men? Is it the value of me being in my child's life? Is it the value of the money I pay? Is it the value of me being with her or him? You know, how is all that worked out? And rethinking it. I mean, there's a lot of support, I think, that goes into for women. You know, from financial support and all. Is that support available for men? Or is this idea that you're a man and you need to figure out how to survive and how to make it work? Where is the sense of compassion and empathy for who I am and how I'm moving? Because I want to be in my child's life. I don't not want to be there. It's just that there's so many systematic things that I spend a lot of my time hiding. And I don't want a job because if you know I have a job and you got my social security number, everything I get now has to go over here. So I do a lot of underground stuff. You know, and I'm seeking work, I'm getting paid, I got to survive, but I'm not letting you know. And so there's a lot of that going. So how do we rethink that paradigm? How do we begin to value it in a different way? And I think that's going to take some creativity and thinking out of the box in a way that we've not done in this society yet.